Good evening. We're delighted that you have joined us for the Grade 8 Commencement Ceremony of the American Community School of Abu Dhabi. My name is Monique Flickinger, and I have the honor and privilege in serving as superintendent. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, please allow me to extend a very warm welcome to our faculty, staff, parents, and most importantly, the Grade 8 class of 2020.
Welcome to our Grade 8 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Carl Poulin, and I have the honor of serving as the middle school principal here at the American Community School of Abu Dhabi. We are here this evening to celebrate the accomplishment of navigating the middle school years. 17 of our students started with us in KG1, and 62 of the 89 students started and completed middle school here at ACS. Welcome to all of our Grade 8 students, seniors of the middle school, and also known as the Rising High School Class of 2024. To say that this has been an interesting year of transition for me would be an understatement. I truly appreciate the welcome this year from our teachers, our parents, and from our students too. I will always remember the genuine curiosity of our students when I arrived, inquiring whether I liked the school, our community, and our students. My response was always a resounding yes. And then followed by several minutes of examples of why, until I realized that I now have been monopolizing their break time, that they're probably no longer listening to me, and now it's kind of awkward. It is the students who make up the very fabric that bind us all together. We, teachers and parents alike, are here for them. During their middle school years, we have had to learn to step back, give them the space they need as emerging capable human beings. With or without our guidance, these students have forged their own paths as they learn to become more responsible and independent during their middle school years. There are times when they have fallen down and have risen on their own, demonstrating the courage that we expect of all students here at ACS. For these Grade 8 students, the uniqueness of remote learning has challenged them to become greater self-advocates and responsible for their own learning. While we've been here teaching and guiding our students in our online environment, they have expanded their skills and knowledge, and as such, transitioned to complete this school year successfully. We are proud of them. Our students have taught us that they are resilient, flexible, adaptive, collaborative, and that they can be self-directed. Remote learning has robbed us of all the possibility of ending our year together. And with that, we feared that we would not have had the time together to fully realize that you are ready for high school. With everything previously mentioned, we are confident that you have a growing and diverse readiness for high school toolbox. Now, our Grade 8 students leave our middle school knowing that they are capable scientists, mathematicians, athletes, historians, writers, linguists, artists, advocates, and creators. They are also curious and responsible learners, caring, humorous, and loyal friends, risk takers, and so diverse in who they choose to be. The middle school years can be challenging, but I'm confident that these students are ready for the next academic steps in high school. This pandemic has reminded us of the importance of relationships and connectedness. We can never take that for granted. We return from a spring break concerned that we will not see our friends and our colleagues, and we have learned so much about the world as we uncover what can be the same and what must change. We have seen some of the ugliness when agendas and selfishness take precedence, and we've seen the beauty of humanity as we come together and support each other in whichever ways we can. This pandemic is teaching us to balance our personal safety and well-being with the safety and well-being of others. We are finding new levels of respect for our frontline workers, for our parents at home, and for what the changing economic dynamics mean for our families and the world today. The current protests in the United States and around the world have revealed that we need to have the courage and compassion to educate our community about anti-racism, and most importantly, empower our students to use their voices to stand up for equity, compassion, and justice. Coretta Scott King said, "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members." This current global pandemic and protests remind us We all have an active part to play in creating a better future. We need to listen and learn to be better and to demand the changes that are necessary so that each student, no matter their background, can explore their full potential to become the person they choose to be. There are many ways for you to emerge into a more reflective listener, a more thoughtful speaker, and a more passionate advocate for others. When everyone feels safe, our community will be stronger, and each of us has a part to play in this. To do this, you need to take action too, following the core values of curiosity, compassion, courage, and integrity, alongside the positive values that are important to your family too. You have the academic skills and underlying foundation to be incredible and influential people in this community, and beyond. Be the change that we need all people to be. Tonight, we celebrate the transition from middle school to high school. I would be remiss if I did not mention the important roles of our teachers in this. No matter the academic discipline that they teach, know that the teachers here at ECS know our middle school students so very well. Their passion and dedication to middle schoolers are such that they are easily able to connect with your children, and without their support, they would not be who they are today. I want to thank our parents at home for working in partnership with us, especially during remote learning. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and we have seen just how true that is for a middle school student during remote learning. This evening, we will hear from teachers and students alike as we celebrate their learning and perspectives. 2 students were selected by their teachers to offer some words to their classmates. The first speech is offered by Francesca Fidel, and later, the second speaker is Kaina Roshlani. We present commencement certificates at home. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight from your homes. We are together, apart, and we are a community because we are ACS.
Welcome parents and middle school graduates. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Francesca Fidel, and I've been in ACS for a decade. Man, I feel old saying that, but I'm honored to have been chosen to present this speech. In the start of grade 6, I told myself that middle school was going to be tough. And I was right. But I also told myself that it was going to be extremely rewarding. Correct again. These past few months have been put on hold for everybody, and we've lost a sense of normality. But I think that it came at a time when we as society needed it most. Sometimes I like to think that the virus helped us detox from social media we didn't need, spend more time with our family, and really appreciate how much teachers do for us. We have truly admired the time teachers put into our lives and how they fully transform our learning experience. This can hopefully make us move forward by showing them more compassion and respect. Yes, we might have missed out on having a commencement ceremony in the auditorium, but we're so lucky to have parents willing to put the extra time and effort into making this virtual graduation a possibility. So because of that, I would like to share some of my favorite parts about middle school. By far, our Week Without Walls trip to Greece, Bosnia, and Thailand were the highlights of our middle school years. Trips like this made us realize that we can travel by ourselves, have fun, and come back in one piece. We learned to work together, especially in the 7-hour layover in Bosnia, because as Helen Keller once said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. We are an outstanding group of athletes from swimming, volleyball, softball, basketball, soccer, badminton, tennis, golf, wrestling, and track. We have come back proud representing ACS as well. Our grade level exceeds in academics as people came together to join AMC and the World Scholars Cup. Coming from elementary to middle school, most of us were taught new languages. And here I would like to make a small apology to my Spanish class. Guys, I'm sorry I told you learning Spanish was easy. Not only are we bilingual, but we also perform well in the arts department. We have an outstanding group of musicians and actors and singers. And this year we really focused on how music can express things words just can never do. A personal highlight for me, as I know is a highlight for many other people in middle school, was gaining confidence. They say that middle school is where friendships take a toll and things start to become a bit more confusing. But as a group, I think we learned how diverse our community is and how easy it is to make friends. At least I know I did. I hope you realized how powerful your self-worth is and learned to walk away from things that just aren't meant for you. I hope you realize that you need to shape your life in the way you will succeed and still balance happiness. I learned that it was more important to be kind than cool, a small phrase my mom kept on repeating to me during all of middle school. One day I came to my dad and asked him how come I wasn't naturally talented or exceptional at any subject in school. How come I needed to work tirelessly to get a grade I wanted when other people don't really need to work at all? And he gave me an extremely wise sentence. He said, hard work will always be greater than talent. I've stuck to that sentence for the rest of the year and hopefully for the rest of my academic life. Now, even if you don't remember a single word of mine, I hope you will take away this. Looking back at our experience, we were insecure and doubted ourselves and our potential. I hope you realize that this does not define our destiny, ability, or capability. The best thing you can do sometimes is to ignore the noise that might be blocking our important thoughts. We are a diverse group of talented kids, and we don't need to look out for high school, but high school needs to look out for us. Thank you.
Hey there, grade 8s, and congratulations on your completion of middle school. I wanted to share just a couple of quick memories with you as we celebrate your move to high school. So remember when Ms. Bates and I blended the 6C and 6D classes together, and throughout that you had that opportunity to work with other bright people that came from another class. You had the opportunity to work with friends that weren't within your own classroom, and you got an opportunity to find out how others could cooperate with you and how you could cooperate with others. Or, do you remember when Dr. Barnhart, the CEO of US Space and Rocket Center, visited us alongside with Michael Barnett, the director of the Mars Generation, and they had the opportunity to share their experiences in the field of space science and filmmaking. Once again, congratulations and all the best in high school and beyond.
Hi, grade 8s. Look at all of you on the cusp of going up to grade 9, when it seems like it was just yesterday you guys were coming into grade 6 for the very first time. When I think of our time together, I look back at it with fondness, and I'm wondering what memories you guys might have as well. Do you remember how cold I kept my room and asking for blankets to keep yourselves warm? Or how about those fun simulations that we did, where you guys were pretending to be early humans on Jason Field fighting for survival, or you were part of the Mesopotamian civilization in the amphitheater? Now, I think looking back on grade 6, I would be remiss if I didn't talk to you about our time in Greece. And I have so many wonderful memories of our time in Greece. Here are some of them. I remember that my allergies were so bad that I was crying all the time, and there were days when it was hard to keep my eyes open. And I remember Bazzi coming up to make sure that everything was okay with me. I remember that somebody left a gift for me when I opened my hotel room door in the morning, and I still use that gift even today when I make my salads. One of my very favorite memories is actually at the top of the Acropolis when we were just finishing listening to some of our speeches, and a group of Korean tourists had walked by and they spotted Sua and Stella and Jay and Hei-chan, and they shouted out to them in Korean, and you four came over and you had this really lovely conversation with this group of senior citizens, and I watched and I was so proud of you, and I know that your parents were so proud as well. Now, I could go on and on because I have a story about each and every one of you, but I think I've actually already gone past my allotted time. So I'm going to end saying congratulations, saying that I'm very proud of you, and saying that I think that you guys live something that I know you're not going to forget. So,
always stay humble and kind.
Proud of you guys. Don't forget us down here.
Congratulations, 8th grade. You did it. You graduated middle school. You're all grown up now. Think back to when you were in 6th grade, much smaller, running around the field, pretending to be early humans in our first simulation, thinking back to the times that we had to arm wrestle to see who was the strongest, and no, I will not take a rematch because you're much stronger now, bigger too. Thinking of our Week Without Walls trip to Greece, where we saw all the sights, had so much fun, remembered most of our suitcases, and then to the challenges we had, like our mapping, the India and China maps, something that I think you'll always keep in mind, the struggles we had, but how we made it through. And yeah, and you made it through. You made it through middle school, and I can't wait for you guys to have great times ahead, and very excited for you, and again, congratulations.
Class of 2024, we will now be starting a new chapter in our book. Looking back at this year, we all have many incredible memories to treasure for the rest of our lives. The close and compassionate bond of our grade is one of the many reasons why our class will continue to thrive in high school and beyond. These 3 years have truly been a roller coaster ride for all of us, but now we all are able to look back and thank our teachers, families, friends, and peers for having a memorable journey through middle school. We all have an extraordinary spark amongst us. We all are capable of many great things, and we all have been gifted with remarkable talents that characterizes each individual. We all have planned and thought about this day numerous times. Even though we aren't able to celebrate this day together, face to face the way we had envisioned before, we can still be connected in a unique way, and we can still support and celebrate all the goals and work we have done and accomplished. I can still remember thinking about this day when I entered 6th grade, not sure if I was prepared for this journey. Middle school has been a great foundation to build on what each one of us aspires or dreams to be. And that will help us navigate through high school, where we all will be making some informed decisions related to our areas of interest. Remembering the stories of Ishmael Bey, the function and non-function relationships, the rise of a run and slope of a graph, the poems we all were able to write and recite, and lastly, the different elements on a periodic table. From now onwards, each one of us will start channeling our energy into something that we all are passionate about, whether it be sports, arts, or academics, which will then ladder up to the core values of our school: courage, curiosity, compassion, and integrity. While going through this journey together, we all will be creating global citizens of the future, where each one of us will have a role to play to make our world a better place. We will build relationships that will last a lifetime, and we'll all have fond memories from our journeys through middle school and high school. Our lessons during these formative years will give us the strength and conviction to overcome difficult situations and help us adapt to change in an ever-evolving world. Week Without Walls Greece, Bosnia, and Thailand have been the highlight of middle school. Being able to gain knowledge about a different culture and city while completing many service opportunities and being with our closest friends and yet continuing to bond with our grade. These 3 trips have given us all many exciting memories that I know I will recollect very often. Sitting on the stairs of the Epidaurus Theater, eating the local food in Bosnia, and sliding down the water slides in Udantani. These trips have brought our grade together, and that is one of the many reasons why we should celebrate the memories that we all were able to create during these thrilling trips. We now know and have memorized the different tactics our teachers have taught us during these 3 years, and we'll now be able to apply these strategies in high school and even after. We all are driven towards our dreams, and our teachers will always be there to support us. It is almost impossible to imagine that this is the day we say goodbye to all of our wondrous role models. Our teachers, who have been by our side at any time we need them, and have truly inspired and taught us so much. We all are now one step closer to navigating our lives and working towards our goals one step at a time. Expanding on the idea of freedom of choice, in 5th grade we all read a book called Wonder. It was a book that truly had a long-lasting effect on my thoughts and emotions. To this day, I still remember this quote: "The things we do outlast our mortality. The things we do are like monuments that people built to honor heroes after they've died. They're like the pyramids the Egyptians built to honor the pharaohs. Only instead of being made of stone, they're made out of the memories people have of you." This means our actions and our choices we make define who we are and how we stand in our society. Lastly, during these years of middle school, we all have had our ups and downs. Accidentally being tardy to a class, leaving the class when something important has been said, relationships that may have been created or broken, or just hurting someone unknowingly. But at the end of the day, we all know what fun is a roller coaster without the tight turns, the crazy drops, and the giant loops. But look, here we are now, our 13 and 14-year-old selves who held on tight through this unforgettable ride. Now in 2020, talking about graduating middle school is only the start. 4 years later, we all will be together again on a stage with our green gowns and our green caps with tassels hanging by the side, listening to another speech like this. But only this book will end, and we all will be picking up a new book off the shelf. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Graders, congratulations! You're about to begin new adventures in the last stage of your school life. I just want to tell you to trust yourself, to be kind, and to keep smiling. You're going to be very missed in our middle school hallways. You made it. All the best.
Well, it looks like you've officially made it out of middle school. I will always remember your batch as a fun and kind and quirky group. Some of the highlights for me would have been the Colette Market, the dodgeball, and I think my roasting skills got pretty good last year too. I remember laughing a lot with you guys. As you enter high school, I'm just going to leave you with 2 very simple pieces of advice. The first one from Arnold Glasgow. You get the chicken by hatching the egg, not by smashing it. The key to everything is patience. And also, as you move ahead, don't let anything that you can't do interfere with the things that you can do. All the best in high school. Congratulations to everyone. Well done.
Hi, 8th grade. Congratulations for finishing middle school. I hope that you will remember to say hi when you see us in the hallway when you're in high school. How exciting is that? I still remember you as 5th graders. Your shiny little excited faces coming up for Shadow Day, nervous, but wanting to know about your new lockers, wondering about detention, asking about tardies, the usual. But by far, my favorite memories with you were when we went to Bosnia. I am so lucky to have gotten to do that trip with you. We had so much fun. We got to see new places, experience new foods that were delicious, and learn about the culture and the reparations that are going on there. And I really enjoyed my time with you. I really will never forget Felix's morning routine of coming down and everyone curious about what he was going to wear and how he was going to dress that day. And his rallying cry of group photo. Hopefully you will take a final group photo together. Maybe it's online, but you guys, I enjoyed knowing you. I look forward to seeing most of you next year, and be well.
Please join in celebrating our award recipients for the Grade 8 4-Pillar Awards for service, academics, athletics, and the arts.
This award goes to the Grade 8 student who has exemplified a spirit of service and compassion at ACS. This student has consistently demonstrated the ACS core values of compassion, integrity, courage, and curiosity, as well as the approaches to learning of collaboration, citizenship, responsibility, and being a self-directed learner. It is given to a student who has taken on leadership of service learning campaigns such as Week Without Walls Thailand, and been involved in initiatives such as, but not limited to, the Green Team, the fundraising for ACS workers, Student Council, and more. This year's recipients are Yahya Malik, and Francesca Fidel.
This award goes to the grade 8 student who has exemplified sportsmanship. It is given to a student who has served as an example both on and off the field or court, both during and after school hours. This student has consistently exemplified the ACS core values of compassion, integrity, courage, and curiosity, as well as the approaches to learning of collaboration, citizenship, responsibility, and being a self-directed learner. It is given to a student who has participated in organized sports. This award goes to Ryan Arca. Kaina Roshalani.
This award goes to the grade 8 student who has exemplified creativity in the arts. This student has consistently demonstrated the ACS core values of compassion, integrity, courage, and curiosity, as well as the approaches to learning of collaboration, citizenship, responsibility, and being a self-directed learner. It is given to a student who has participated in performances and demonstrated artistic learning both inside and outside of school. And the award goes to Batu Sinanoglu. Emily Shin.
This award goes to the grade 8 student who has served as an example of a self-directed learner and has sought to deepen their learning in all areas and all subjects. This student has consistently exemplified the ACS core values of compassion, integrity, courage, and curiosity, as well as the approaches to learning of collaboration, citizenship, responsibility, and being a self-directed learner. This award goes to Amir Azar, and Yasmin Bullock.
Hi, grade 8. So, this isn't the commencement ceremony I think any of us thought was going to happen this year. But on the bright side, it's one that you will never ever forget. I think this year had all kinds of interesting things happen, but one of the most important things for me, I think, was watching you guys on Week Without Walls. All of you grew and matured and saw parts of yourselves that you hadn't seen before. And it was really fun to be a part of that. And so I'm going to miss you guys, and I wish you all the best in high school.
Congratulations, grade 8s, on completing middle school. You did it! I want to say thank you to some of you for 3 years together, some of you for 2, some of you for 1, some of you for 1 glorious semester. I really appreciate our time together. And I had made some amazing memories with you guys in Thailand as well, so thank you for that. Watching you guys explore the world and seeing it in a different way was really amazing, so thank you. And watching you guys perform on stage and realize how brave you really are was a real gift to me too. So congratulations again, and I wish you all the best in high school and beyond.
Hi, grade 8. Well, we started off this year with smiles and handshakes, and we ended up the year with Google Meets and profile pics. You know, back in August, one of your classmates said to me, "Why are you so interested in all the issues we have?" Well, middle school teachers are always on a quest, and it's an adventurous quest to learn more about the teenage brain, and certainly we learned from you this year. And allow me to offer a couple of examples. We learned the hoodie is back in style, at least on a Google Meet. A lot of you were sporting that hoodie look. We learned that so many of you love to display your foreheads on a Google Meet. We'd ask you to turn your camera on, and I've never seen so many good-looking foreheads in my entire life. I have a feeling I'm going to be thinking about that one for a while, trying to figure that one out. Finally, on a more serious note, so many of you love to improve. And when you make silly errors, you didn't get upset with yourself. You laughed it off and just kept improving. So to the class of 2024, thanks for reminding us we all have issues. We all can improve. And sometimes when we make errors, we just need to laugh at ourselves and keep getting better.
Congratulations, everyone. You've made it, and this will certainly be a commencement to remember. I've loved being your teacher over the past couple years. You're so full of energy and have an awesome sense of humor. I really want to thank you for all the laughs. It's been a pleasure to watch you learn and grow. You're an artistic, athletic, happy, and compassionate group of young men and women with big hearts. I'm so proud to know you and excited to see the future that you will create. I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you enjoy your summer. You deserve it.
My dearest grade 8, today we are celebrating you moving on from the middle school to the high school. And can you believe this, how the time has passed? I would like to quote the former South African President Nelson Mandela, and he said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." In the beginning of grade 8 year, it seemed impossible, but look where we are today. We are celebrating you moving on. We were standing in front of our trips to Thailand and our UAE trips, and it seemed impossible, but we came back as stronger students, new friendships, and we had new energy for the rest of the school year. Suddenly we had remote learning, and it seemed impossible. We didn't know what to expect, but look where we are now. We have conquered remote learning, and we have learned so much through this process of ourselves and from each other. And now you're standing in front of the high school door, your grade 9 year, and it might seem impossible, and this might seem like a big mountain, but I can promise you it is possible. My wish to you is to have the best grade 9 and high school experience. Be yourself, be the best you can be, and be open to new adventures and possibilities.
Hey grade 8s, I feel super lucky that I got to teach you as 5th graders and again as 8th graders. Awesome to see the young men and women that you've turned into, and it's been my pleasure to be your teacher twice. Wish you the best summer and stop by in the fall and say hi.
This is your moment. Congratulations to the 8th grade class at ACS Abu Dhabi. I am so proud of each and every one of you. I feel you are very much prepared for the 9th grade. I have seen great growth and maturity during the year, including these COVID months. Each of you has discovered your individual greatness while expanding upon your creativity and curiosity. I look forward to working with you next year in high school, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, congratulations, and off to high school we go.
Khalud Abdullah. Rafael Aguilar. Kareem Ahmad. Zachariah Ahmad. Anushka Ajub Kumar. Adam Akhtar. Basima Al-Nuwais. Maisa Al-Busari. Roa Al-Shahar. Saif Al-Nuami. Danny Al-Shahara. Ryan Arke. Ryan A-Track. Abanu Atala. Matthew Ayub.
Amir Azar. Amin Bakash. Rama Deyumi. Sydney Berry. Olivia Bowles. Bella Boson. Yasmin Bullock. Carl Kamato. Elena Coppins. Araya Coppins. Sebastian Dagstani. Dido Dejani. Addison Dempsey. Ian Dutler. Mazen El Sukari.
Noor Albacha. Kareem Al-Khatib. Shepard Evans. Francesca Fadal. Adam van Rich. Joey Gardner, Noor Khanem, Janiki Gogol, Jazz Griffiths, Ruby Haryanto, GT Hemming, Nell Herbert, Genefra Imberti, Sugra Imran, Haichan Chang.
Arco Kess, Myla Khan, Soha Khan, Youngjae Kim, Stella Kim, Sua Kim, Stephen Coper, Haruka Kushima, Rohan C.P. Litton, John Lobo, Nastasia Lemonasova, Yahya Malik, Lara Memisoglu, Mattia Molinari, Diego Morera,
Frida Mujayez, Stuti Mool, Soleil Omar, Christian Anyebule. Giselle Osley. Farouk Ozak. Kushagra Parasar. Carissa Piston. Alia Rabia. Christina Rafferty. Greenlee Rawls. Kaina Rushlani. Felix Rodenberg. Aliyah Roberry. Matteo Razzani.
Leanne Salame. May Shahade. Emily Shin. Ibrahim Siddiqui. Batu Sinanoglu. Nina Snyman. Harshini Sundaraman. Ben Terblanche. Aneshka Van Zale. Mamet Verlioglu. Mason Venz. Kaylin Walker. Hussam Yaqub. Neo Yi.
At this moment, I would like to invite each grade 8 student to rise and stand tall at home. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. This moment is for you. Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2024. I want to thank you all for your time this evening, and we've heard so many of the positive qualities that our students exhibited in their middle school years. On behalf of your teachers, we wish you all the best in high school. Please do not hesitate to come back down the hall and visit us and share a laugh or two, especially when we're talking about your middle school years. We hope that you can join us afterward for a short Google Meet session to say goodbye to your teachers one last time. Stay well, stay safe.